So we have seen if loop, if else loop, if elif loop, right? So what do we have next? We have case. Okay. So it's a type of decision making statement. Okay. So how does this work and what is it actually? So case actually searches for a pattern, okay, and tries to find match, do a pattern match. Wherever it finds a pattern match within the case block, okay, so then it executes the set of statements which are under that particular pattern. Okay, so from our example, .sh, fruit, let's say it's kiwi. Okay, and case $fruit in. Okay, so I'm saying in case block fruit, for fruit, whatever fruit, $fruit means whatever value of fruit is, kiwi in. Is it an apple? No. Is it in banana matching pattern? No. Is it kiwi? Yes. Then it prints this set of line. Let's see if it is printing this or not. We'll try other scenarios as well. Yes, it says that New Zealand is famous for kiwi. That's a line which is supposed to be read. It prints nothing because it hasn't matched anything over here. Just printed apple. So now I want to tell you one more thing. This is how case works. So it comes here, it takes the value and it tries to find value, tries to match the pattern actually. So if at all it is apple, so it tries to match a pattern apple. If at all it is found, it executes whatever statements we have next to it, or else it goes ahead and tries to find it. So its syntax, it ends with ESAC. Okay. So how are we going to take inputs from command line when coming to shell script? Okay. So if you want to read inputs from command line, how are we going to do that? Okay. To be matched. It waits for me to give an input actually. It is not taking it and going ahead, it is waiting for me. Now I'll say kiwi. So it goes ahead and prints whatever is there for kiwi. Okay. So again the same thing. If I don't want to give a name directly and include value directly in the program, hard coded directly in the program, such scenarios, how are you taking input from command line? Okay. See, this is printing whatever we are asking it for. So read space the variable name is the way in which we read values or assign value to it from command line. Okay. So this is the way in which we do it. So going ahead, before
Spandana,
we,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to
uh-huh.
disturb you. Can you explain that symbols we have given semicolon and other symbols, right? So in which conditions we have to give the symbols and see
Oh, this is
here.
a common syntax. This is a common syntax. So you can see this is syntax. So
Okay.
case word in, so it ends with escape followed by two semicolons. It's a syntax. So
Okay, it's a loop.
pattern one,
Is
huh?
it a loop? Is it creating a loop? Is it for creating a loop?
Yeah, it creates, no, it says that this pattern has ended here. This pattern has ended here. This
Okay.
pattern has ended here. And this escape is for end of the case statement, case command which is opened above.
Okay.
So we have seen if loop, we have seen if. So how does if work? So if expression, then the statement block to be executed, fi. So if at all the condition is true only, then it executes the statement block, or else it exits. If else, again it checks for the statement. If it is false, it executes the else part. If it is true, it executes the if part. So if elif, here we take a multiple if statements, okay? That is also
Okay.
followed by a else block.
Okay. Instead of
So
giving else and if else statements, we can give the symbols also, right?
yeah, you can give statement case block as well. So yeah. So now I just explained what are operators, but I didn't show you. I mean, we know how it works, but how do we write a program with commands, with proper operators? Just let us write one command, one program. Vi operators.sh insert sh only is equals to 50, b is equals to 20. Okay. So now see here you have plus. So it's not you write $a plus $b. You have to enclose it within the within this code. Okay, it's a single code. So where do you find it on your keyboard is below your escape button. You have one symbol which is tilt button. So this tilt button, let me press that tilt button as well.
So Spandana, here I have a doubt, like where we need to use this single quotes and where we have to use this tilde and other symbols.
No, it's all syntax funny.
That's all. In syntax itself, in which conditions we can use.
See, if whenever you're trying to use operators, you have to use it enclosed within expression, space, whatever operation you want to perform. Okay, so this expression and the entire line has to be enclosed within the single quote. So how are you going to do it? So how are you going to use the single quote is the it is the button which is next to your escape button. So hold shift and press it, it gives you a tilt symbol. The same symbol. You can
Yeah,
see it on your keyboard.
yeah, I understand. I
Press it
understand.
with,
Yeah, I know that where do we need to press and like, and what I'm asking is in which conditions we have to use this single quotes and double quotes. So like, so here we are using C equal to single quote expression dollar $a, right? So
yeah.
what does this dollar means and other? Then initially we started with hash that top of one you'll be have that you have that symbol, right?
No, I guess I've explained this initially when we started off with programming.
Okay.
I think I have explained this. So hash not slash bin slash sh, it imports the shell library, okay, and
Mm-hmm.
C dollar $a, it is, I told you very clearly, A is 50, dollar
Yes.
$a tells us the value of A, right?
Yes. Yes.
It's
Yes.
about value of A, right? Very simple.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you can understand, I guess, whatever I'm speaking. So, but let me explain it even for the candidates who are there in the session as well. So, this is the tilt button. When you use the tilt button without any shift or something, you get this character, okay, special character, okay. You can use this enclosed with your expression, okay. So when I say echo $C, what is it printing? It is printing value of C. Dollar says that go ahead and tell me the value of C. Okay. $950. Let's see. Okay.
I think you have to make a space over there.
I don't think it would work. Yeah, it worked. Yeah. Got it removed initially. Right. So now let's do one thing. Let's print all the operations. Yeah. sh operators dot sh. Or okay, slash star. So for Multiplication, we used to use, we are supposed to use slash star. That's a symbol. I guess the same one is used here as well in presentation. Yeah. For multiplication, what are we using? For multiplication, we are using slash star. This for division, modulus, try it out. Okay. So we have seen addition, subtraction, and multiplication. So is it giving the correct output? 50 plus 20, 70. 50 minus 20, 30. 50 into 20,000. Yes, it is all working fine. So going ahead of operators, we have equals to, not decision, I mean equals to, less than, greater than, these operands as well. So how is this going to work actually? It is actually used in combination with the decision making statement like if or something, so that an output can be printed. So let's say here. That's it already. Okay. So we just try to check only, it's a simple one which we tried to check. So what did we say? If $C is greater than $A, obviously C is a combination, it's a output of adding A and B. So I said 50 plus 20, no, 70 is greater than 20, is 50, yes. So I'll say, sir, hyphen EQ, $A, then, okay. So would it return true? No, it will not print true because it is not true. The loop is not executed because equals to condition is not met. So how do you just change the equal hyphen EQ equals to hyphen GT greater than hyphen G greater than equals to hyphen LE less than equals to, okay, LT, okay, and hyphen LT less than. These are the symbols which we have. Sorry, is it not red? Yeah. So just try to use them. That's enough. Okay. So I just showed you how to actually use them. So now let's actually start seeing some looping statements. Okay. So looping statements.
Chandana, are you there?
Okay, so what is the difference is, if at all some condition is met, it is going into the loop, printing it. If no condition is met, it is going to the else part. If no else part is specified, it is printing it and coming out of the loop. But it is not trying to do a repetition of anything. Okay, so but when you come to looping statements, what is it doing? They're very simple. Just to check the simple statement, A greater than, or C greater than A. We just check this condition. And the C is greater than A. I asked it to do something. It will do once. It is once. It will do it. First time it executes block and goes ahead. This is for decision making statement. So when you try to evaluate C greater than A for looping statement, executes it until condition fails. So C greater than A. After that, you're trying to increase C value by 2 variables. So you're doing C minus 2 or C minus 10 after that. So initially, first how does it go? Let's say, I'm just trying to explain it. 70 greater than 50, print true. Minus 10. 60 greater than 50, again true. 50 greater than 50 is false. So now it comes out of the loop. It will not go ahead and decrease C by 10 more per number, but it comes out of the loop now. So if you want a set of statements to be repeated, okay, until and unless some criteria is met, okay, so that is called as a loop. So you're trying to run it multiple times, okay. That is the difference between decision making and looping statements. So coming to looping statements, we have while loop, we have for loop, okay. So what is while loop? Okay, while, okay, while command, while some condition is met, do this set of statements, and done is the end of the for if. How are we closing it with fi? For while, we do it with done. So while this condition is met, do all this set of statements. Until and unless this condition is true, you have to go on executing this set of statements, okay. Once the condition fails, then this loop will be coming out, okay. So this loop would be placed, let's say, we have this file only. So this loop is placed somewhere here next to it. You have placed it somewhere here next to it. You have placed it. So now once the loop fails, it will go ahead and execute the set of statements which it has next, okay. So I say A is equals to 0, okay, while $A less than 10, do echo $A, and I'm saying while A is 0 initially, as long as A is less than 10. 0 less than 10, first condition, yes, it is true. It comes to do block. Echo $A. So $A is 0. It prints 0. And now I'm increasing A value by 1. Okay. I'm saying that A is equals to 0 plus 1. So it becomes 0 plus 1, 1. 1 less than 10, yes. So it prints 1. And again, now value is 2. Similarly, let's go till 8. Okay. 8, echo $A is equals to 8, and A is equals to 8 plus 1, 9. So 9 less than 10, true. So it again prints 9, and 9 plus 1, it has come to 10. So 10 less than 10, again condition fails. So it is supposed to print value still 9. Let's see what it is. See, it is printed at L9. So now I asked it to increment by 2. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 plus 2, 10. 10 less than 10? No. Condition has failed. Okay. So while we use this as long as the condition is, to verify it, as to print the set of statements as long as the condition is true. Okay. You can do it with some other set of examples as well. Remove less than, put LE. See what is it going to do? Less than or equals to. So it prints value until it is equal to 10 as well, less than or equals to. Okay. Basic examples. So this is about for loop. So now coming to, you can change your condition whatever you want to put. It's less than, greater than or equals to, whatever you want to check. Until that it could be done. Okay. So coming to for loop. So we have few variations when you come to for loop. So for variable n, so this is how you're seeing in loop, you're saying as long as my condition is met here in for loop. You're now saying for whatever the variable I want to search is within the set of variables or characters, whatever I've given, then print it or else exit it. So for variable n 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, until that print the value of where, and then once it is not in 9, print it. So let's see how it actually does. Vi loop to this switch. Forget about this. My printing such lengthy ones. Put 5. So now see, for variable n 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, do echo $var. From here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So very simple. Here I have increased the value, but here I didn't do it. It automatically incremented it. Okay. So where value is automatically incremented. Okay. So where you can tell me, Spandana, how can you say that it is incremented? Is it not going ahead and picking up the values whatever you have present in the list? It is all not odd nor even numbers. Very simple. See, whatever numbers you have specified there only it will print, which clearly explains us what is the value of, how is it working. So initially value is 0. So 0, yes, it is in this list. It starts printing it. After that it becomes 1. Is it in this list? No, it doesn't print it. 2, yes, it is in this list. So again it prints it. This is how it works. Okay. So there are other methods as I told you. Another one.
Spandana, here I have a doubt. Like, so instead of using this, we used hyphen LT or hyphen LT or hyphen GT, something like for less than, greater than, right? So instead of that, can we use the symbols less than symbol and greater than symbol over there?
LTLE, I'm not sure, but we use hyphen LELT only most of the time. I don't think it would work. Or let's see. Not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it works. No, it says no such file or directory. Line number 3. Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work funny.
Okay. Okay.
Hyphen LE. Yeah. Okay, now it is randomly some set of numbers. Okay, it is, no, you need not write it like this as well, but you can say if it is in 0, 9, 3 or so and so numbers, then go ahead and print it. It similarly picks it up, reads, if it is in 0, 3, 6, 9, it goes ahead and prints it. Okay. Where is it? How? From 0, 9, 3, it prints it. What is it saying? 0, 9, 3. But here it is printing 0, 3, 6, 9. None of you observed, no? Just waiting, someone will ask. What is it speaking? And seeing it, the range is from 0 to 9. And by how many numbers it should be incremented? By 3 it should be incremented. Here normally it is incremented by 1. So I am asking it to get incremented by 3. Let's say it is 0 to 20 incremented by 4. So what is it supposed to print? 0, yes. 4, after that it is incremented by 4. 8, 12, 16, 20. Because it is incrementing it by 4. Okay. This is one pattern. And you can specify incrementation not only by a single number but by any number which you want. It is not only one but by any number which you want. Okay. So let's show the output and then start speaking. So it says for file in $home.bash echo file. What is the home directory's root? Under root, what do you have is okay. ls -am, sorry. So you have dot bash history, bash lagout, dot bash profile, dot bash rc file. Okay. So why did it print only the bash file? What is our program speaking about? It says in home, search for any file slash dot bash star, whatever is the extension after bash, print those files. If I don't specify it bash but I write it as, what all files do we have earlier? Let's say T. It should print test.sh and tch.rc. Simple. Let's see it's printing or not. Oof. See, it's printed /.t. It's dot. That's the reason why it is printed .tcshrc. Okay. So if it is not, I didn't specify any dot, it goes ahead and prints test. Dot. It is because it didn't print test.sh because test doesn't have a dot here. So why we have seen bashes, because it has maximum number of outputs. We have used bash and seen. Okay. So this is one way how you pick up a different files and print it out using for loop. So these are the different scenarios in which you use for loop. Okay.
Wow.
So we have redirectional operators. Okay. So what are redirectional operators and what are these operators all speaking about? Okay. So when you are getting an output of something, you want it to be redirected to some other file. Echo $? Says it gives you the output of previously executed whatever. It is a command, program, whatever. It gives you the output of that. Okay. It's not going to work. Just any number other than 0 says that the output is false. That is, it has failed to work. So 0 shows that it has worked. It is nowhere a command which I have, I don't know what I gave. And now again, see, everything, it has a different error. It is some other error saying that files not found. Okay. So now give $? It gives 0 because it has executed it correctly.
So the previous command which we run, right?
Yeah, the output of the previous command, whatever we are running. Okay. So just $? Okay. So now coming to redirectional operators. So we have, it's a greater than symbol, hyphen, hyphen. This is the reason why greater than doesn't work, because greater than symbol is used as a redirection operator and less than is used as redirectional input and greater than is used as a redirectional output. So that's the reason why it doesn't work actually. So coming to greater than, do we have any file? Okay, no. Okay, I'm saying print hello, and whatever you print hello, can someone put it on mute and on? No.
From my end, I just muted it.
Yeah. I'll say echo hello. Just printing hello. Okay, fine. So there is nowhere file test.txt. It is not there. Okay, it's created. Should be an empty file. Yeah. You can go ahead and remove it as well if you want. Simple. Okay. So you don't have any file test.txt now. I've removed it. So now go ahead and execute the command. You have test.txt. Concatenate the value of test.txt onto string. That is cat command. It has hello. It has hello. What is it doing? Every time you try to push input into it, it is trying to override that file. Now you don't want to override that file, but make sure that whatever input you are giving is getting appended to that file. See, it is hello twice. You can run it and get the value thrice. So single direction operator says that whatever input you are trying to redirect to any file, it is nowhere concerned. It is output of something else, echo dollar question mark. You can just say just added it. So now it will give you something else. So yes, whatever you wanted to redirect it inside that file, you're trying to redirect it. Okay. So it is state. It is output of something. It is it is an output of something is output of some echo function, or output of any you're trying to pull the status of any command which you've already executed and try to push it to something else, or you fetch data from something and you want to use it somewhere else. Okay. So you want to let's say your program is running and every time it is giving some value, you want to take that value and try to push it into some file. Okay, so later you want to use this all the output data which you got for some other purpose. You use a redirectional operator. If you use single redirectional operator, only the latest result will be saved there, because it is overriding that file. When you use two greater than symbols, it actually appends that what do you say, it actually appends the out result to the file whichever you have specified. Okay, it redirects input. What is it doing?
So the number of words which we have in the file is showing up.
Cat hyphen b test.txt. So what is it printing? It is printing the output of whatever data you have in test.txt along with the line number. So how many lines do we have? 5. WC-L, it prints the number of lines we have, right? We have seen word count, right? WC. What does WC give? If you give WC directly, it searches number of lines, number of words, and number of characters. So similarly, I said
Cloud.
yeah, hello.
Spandana,
Tell me.
I just nothing. I just lost the voice. That's why I call.
Okay, okay. Speak actually. There's some issue with this. So do I think we're almost done. I did wc-l test.txt to search how many lines are there and it just printed it. When you didn't say you didn't want only the line data, it said 5 lines, 5 words it has, and total 24 characters it has. Okay, 24 bytes of data it is occupied. So it is nothing but here you're taking s.txt as an input for this command. But earlier, what were we doing? Redirectional operator double greater than is taking output of whatever is there here and trying to populate into the test.txt file. Now, test.txt file is taken as an input and some other operation is trying to be done on this. Okay. So this is how, this is reference between input and output redirectional operator. Okay. So this ends basics. So we have set, grep and awk pending. So we have to, search and set, grep and awk patterns we have to complete it. So once it is done, scripting would be completed. Probably it will be completed in tomorrow's session. Tell me, you have any doubts as of now?
So, Spandana. So, in recent days, one guy asked me on interview question he wanted to write a shell script, okay, for getting all the information on the EAPDC passport file, which is in Linux operating system, and he wanted to print only the UIDs of the file from one server. He wanted to log into all the servers and he wanted to print out all the UIDs of the file. Is it possible to write a shell script for this and to log in each
You can write a shell script for it. That will be, I told you we have set, grep and awk. So with help of set, grep and awk commands, we will be able to do it.
Okay, so we are going to discuss about this as well, right? Set, awk and grep, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, that we are going to discuss it in tomorrow's class. Okay?
Okay, Spandana. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for joining.
So tomorrow same
Sudhakar,
timing.
any doubts?
Spandana, tomorrow same timings, right?
Yeah, probably the same time. I'm not sure. Tomorrow is Saturday, right?
Yes, it's Saturday for you.
Yes. Shiva would communicate to you regarding, if you have a class or not, or what would the timings if you have a class. Okay?
Okay, no issues.
Yeah. Sudhakar, you have any doubts, Sudhakar? Are you clear so far? Hello? Chalo then.
Hello, Sudhakar. Are you there? Bye, Spandana. Thank you. I think she left. Is this Shiva?
Yeah, one second.